Hello folks, welcome back to Civilization 4, as we get ever closer to eventually getting nukes for poor Gandhi here. So let's take a look at the tech tree here. We've made a lot of progress. If I wanted to, I could focus on electronics, then do atomic theory, and that would get us there in 18 turns. Right now though, I am doing chemistry, so that we can get cannons, because we don't have cannons right now. And then we can get a few boosts to our production from this as well. Then I might do biology so that we can get hospitals and maybe, even though we haven't found any strategic resources, find oil. Then after that, we'll probably head to electronics, do the battleships. Well, we can't do battleships if we don't have oil. And then we have carriers. So let's see. I think we did everything we could do in that last turn. Let's check out this location real quick here. We can build a museum. Let's continue to focus on the... Yeah, we'll continue to focus on science for the moment here. Alright, let's end the turn. See what happens. I also finally got a ship. Hi there, Pickle Mike and Omar. Nice to see you both here. I did finally get a ship, a privateer, to go out scouting. I have no idea where they went, though. We have cargo ship, cargo ship. Oh, there's a privateer, okay. So they're going south for whatever reason. I kind of hoped they would go this way, but it is what it is. Probably on the next turn I should probably make another privateer. I can probably just buy it and then have them move out this way. Oh look, more barbarians. Alright, let's see. So Mumbai, I think I was going to have you build that military base, even though you've been on and off on building it. Go here, we'll purchase a privateer. We still don't have that caravel for whatever reason. We have the frigate now. I don't know. I give up trying to figure out why we don't have it. Give it movement and give it visibility, because we're using it as a scout. And I guess that's all we can do for this turn. We're currently in the year 2026, so we're past our current year. Oh great, and Catherine apparently dislikes that we are friends with Germany. So they have two things really against us. We're competing for the favor of the same city-states. And so yeah, two things in favor. Two things, or three things, in disfavor. Oh, I guess that really wasn't towards us, it was denouncing Germany. Well, oh well. I think we still have our open border defensive pact with Russia. Pedro, being on such good terms, I couldn't help but notice that you'd become friends with the Ottomans. I've done the same. Interesting. So this is going to be even... Oh, geez. So I've made friends with the Ottomans, but now Brazil, who we're not too friendly with, have made friends with the Ottomans. This is just weird. Well, like, then again, when you think about how the alliances and all that's leading up to World War I, well, definitely World War I, they were some complicated alliances. Alright, we got our chemistry, so I think we said to do biology next. I doubt we're going to find oil, but maybe we will. Alright, this privateer, get you moving. Start moving all this stuff. Let's see. Yeah, that's stuff we already knew. So Omar, Pickle Mike, how have your days been going today? Anything exciting for either of you? Oh yeah, I gotta do my trade routes too. Because you never really want to have empty trade routes, and I'm kind of doing that, and that's not a good thing.
Deveremos prosperar
All
através do
right.
comércio.
Still no embassy for Pedro. Pickle Mike says he's still working on his land drone in Space Engineers. Oh, interesting, Pickle Mike. Do you at least have the general idea of what you're doing with it? Also, I was talking about this on the Discord, but I did try out Space Engineers, at least in creative mode. It was interesting, but there's a lot I need to learn about it. No, we lost our culture stuff from Florence. Aw. Become friends with Florence again. Give them money. We'll give them that. Omar says, just woke up. Nothing much today. Yesterday my dad got Kingdom Come Deliverance. Ooh. I heard some interesting things about that game when it first came out. But since then I really haven't heard too much about it. Alright, what were we going to do here? The Muggle Fort? We could do that. I realize how I pronounced that there. It's like the Muggles from Harry Potter. It's probably not how it's pronounced, but... Pickle Mike says of his little drone there, it's meant to be deployed by a dropship. Will hunt by enemies by itself without any help from player. Interesting. Also another thing, let's see, Prague here. What kind of city-state is Prague? Is Prague cultural? If so, I might want to turn them into a friend. Oh, we've met another city-state. Okay, so Prague is... It is a cultured city-state. Okay, well, let's give them that. And that increased our culture by another 13. Those guys, I'll have them wait a moment. Alright, let's see. So we don't really need to build a harbor, I don't think. Ooh, the Louvre. I forgot about that. I didn't know. I forgot that I had exploration. Let's do it. They are production focused. Excellent. Pickle Mike also says of his drone, they must be able to be mass produced. Now, producing stuff in Space Engineers, are there like factories in Space Engineers that you can produce stuff, or is it just a matter of putting blocks together to build stuff? I know you've talked about blueprints and stuff. Do the blueprints go to the potential factories or whatever? Bratislava longs for culture. Well, if there's anyone that can do it, it's us, I think. Also, we got a new unit from Belgrade. This Indian infantry. We found the Great Barrier Reef. A double Great Barrier Reef. Also found Kabul. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna boost these guys and send them out to take on some of those barbarians. Found an atoll. Couple atolls. And how's the Great Barrier Reef looking? It's being, like, really worked by Kabul over here. Ragusa, let's see. They have their maritime. Boost the food of your capital when friends, and all of your cities when allies. Okay. And Kabul is cultured. Still work on that military base for the moment, though. And then we'll do more trade ships. Also, it is, like, totally frozen outside right now. It's raining, and then, like, the rain is on the ground, and then it freezes. When I was trying to park my car earlier, it was sliding into the garage. It was not a fun time. Alright. So now Pedro wants a declaration of friendship. Do we take them on? Sure, why not, Pedro? Why not? Suddenly I'll decide to be friendly with you. Pickup Mike says, you put down the block, but you'll need to use your welder and materials to fully build it in survival. But there are welder blocks in this game, and those allow to make like a 3D printerish like factory. Okay. Uh-oh, an unmet player has entered the modern era. So someone is finally, I think this is the first person that's entered the modern era. Who is it, is the big question. What the? Who's trying to take Lhasa from me, darn it? Alright, so our defensive pact and open borders with Catherine ended. China has stolen navigation from us. Just like real life China. They're stealing shit. Alright, have our infantry go pew 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 and kill them all. Alright, publicly denounce China. For trying, what did they steal again? Where is it? Oh, it took away the little alert that told me what China stole. Oh, I forgot what they stole just now. But I don't approve either way. Alright. Do the public school. And then in one more turn, we'll have, maybe, somehow find oil. Probably not, though. So now China wants an embassy. No. I'm going to let you suffer for a moment, since you were stealing stuff from Delhi over here. So Pedro wants to go to war with Bismarck, but we are not interested in that. We don't wish to become involved in the petty conflicts of mortals. Ooh, Ramses is going to war with Napoleon. Picklemix says there's a lot of trial and error in space engineers. I can see that, especially from just the flying portion, since I did a lot of crashing when I was trying to fly yesterday. Alright. Any chance at all of finding oil around here? Alright, we can create offshore platforms, do hotels, which would boost tourism, make submarines. But right now, let's go with electronics, I think, right? Double check. Ooh, hold on. No, we want Brandenburg Gate. Because if we can build this, that'll give us even more experience for our military units. I hope someone hasn't taken Brandenburg Gate, though. I don't quite remember. I know there's been a lot of stuff going on, so I may have missed it, but I hope we can get Brandenburg Gate. Oh, the military academy. That'll be nice, too. Because if I can do both of those together and put it here where I have my national epic, I can make some really good units. And now Suleiman wants to go up against Elizabeth, but we are not interested in this arrangement. Let's see, Elizabeth is here, Suleiman is here. Alright, move you up there. Get you ready to attack. You are going to attack there. Can you fire from there? No. Alright, we got another Gatling gun. Well, we can just delete it. And I'm gonna delete this trebuchet here. Not really making use out of that. Got another social policy. So let's see. New cities start with an extra 3 population. Let's go for... Let's do the 5-year plan. Increase our production. And I really hope that we can get Brandenburg Gate here. But I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember. Also, apparently one of our research that we did gave us another trade route. So yeah, I gotta start building more trade routes too. Ugh. One bad thing about Civilization is there is always something that you could be doing, and then it's like a give or take. Do you go ahead and do one thing at the expense of doing another thing? Well, we found more of the Ottomans over there. Alright, so I'm going to go to Vagina Land here. Brandenburg Gate, we can build it. Focus on production. Also, let's see. I wanted to build a caravan, but I don't have enough money for it. Oh well. We'll have the Louvre pretty soon, so... Mumbai, 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 what to do with you? Let's do this hospital. And then now I think we can do electronics. And we'll just continue our relentless bombardment of these barbarians. And now Bismarck is being all grumpy, or Catherine is being all grumpy with Bismarck there. Hi there, Pia. We are live here. Yeah, it's not like the, not like yesterday when I think you made it at the end of the stream. And don't worry, Pia. The next 2 days we're gonna have The Sims 4, so... It's interesting how a lot of the city-states are more advanced than some of the regular states, even. I've always found that really interesting. Ooh, they got a lot of triremes over here. A lot of triremes over here, holy crap. Alright, you guys go take that encampment. Pia says, lee esto rapidamente en inglés. I'm reading this very quickly in English. I think that's what that was. That's my guess. It's been a while since I've really done anything in Spanish, so I'm not entirely sure. And Picklemike says he got his brain to work for my drone.
Как тебе понравится, если я предложу?
Is there anything special as far as the brains for drones go in Space Engineers? Pia says, oh, read this quickly in English. So did you want me to say lee esto rapidamente en inglés? Or to do what I did and read it out loud? Yeah, I think I was probably wrong in my, like, in the gender, or the, not gender, but... Hey, we found Kamehameha! The terrible. Maritime and personality hostile. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's Panama City, okay. Pickle Mike says there are two ways to make brains for drones. One is to build it by using gyroscopes and sensors, or by scripts. I did it by gyroscopes and sensors. Interesting. Pia says, every time I join I see the same usernames, Pickle Mike and Omar. They're my loyal followers. Alright, Delhi, I need to give you a caravan here. Then you can set a caravan up to this location. Vijayana. Alright, let's do the hospital here as well. Yeah, we've had a few others in the past who've been on somewhat regularly, but then they kind of disappear. But Omar and Pickle Mike have been with me for a while. I think Pickle Mike first joined in the Warzone 2100 streaming series, and Omar, I think, first came along in Kerbal Space Program, if I'm remembering correctly. An enemy is near. Where? Oh, that guy that's been hanging out like right there this whole time. Omar says, yes, it was a Kerbal Space Program stream. Yay! I remembered. I know we've talked about this before, but still, I'm happy that I remembered. Alright. Send these guys out to see if they can find where those barbarians are coming from. Pickle Mike says, I have it so every hour it turns a random direction until an enemy is close by, and it will go to where it's located. Once the enemy is destroyed, it will repeat. In terms of Pickle Mike's drones. Interesting. Yeah, I do play Minecraft, or at least I have. It's been a while since I've done anything with it, though. I think the last time I played Minecraft was on my PS4. I do like Minecraft with a controller. To me, it kind of works better.
Gelin pazarlığa tutuşalım. Hoşunuza gider mi?
All right, Suleiman. You're relatively friendly. I'll give you open borders. Pia says I play everything on the computer. Yeah, I mean, I prefer the computer for most things. It's just with some, how dare you, Kamehameha. That is a shame. There's some things that, mostly from developer decisions, that I enjoy more on console, like Diablo 3, for example. I don't understand why they don't have Diablo 3 on... why you can't play Diablo 3 on a controller on the PC. If they did that, I would play Diablo 3 on the PC all the time. But, because it's mouse and keyboard, I don't play it much on PC. I haven't played it on PC in years. Well, we found Arabia. Let's give an embassy. Propose. So we're getting closer to finding everyone here. Who is this? Is this another? Oh, this... I see what happened. The Great Admiral got booted out. Alright, Great Admiral, you go back in your little home there. Let's see. Yeah, I do have a Nintendo Switch. I actually got one because through my work we have these little points that we can earn through being good at customer service and all that. And pretty much what I earned enough points that I could go ahead and buy a Nintendo Switch with it, and so I did. Omar says, "Oh wow, that guy's Arabic was nice." Really? Hold on, let me go talk to him again, just to get your take on it, Omar.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Discuss.
ماذا كنت تقول؟
Shall we make a joint declaration of friendship? Only for Omar.
كلا.
Aw. Omar, what does this kalla, whatever he said there, mean? Pia, are you asking me, do I know what Skyrim is? Dr. Pigeons, nice to see you again over on Twitch. You got Endless Space too? Nice. Oh, Omar says Kla means no. Okay. I've been doing alright, Dr. Pigeons. Nothing too crazy or anything. Been playing Civilization 2 and... or not Civilization 2. Civilization 5 and The Sims 4 on the channel lately. Also, been working to get a condo and all that. So, finally gonna have my first place to myself, which is gonna be nice, and probably give me a few more options as far as streaming and that sort of thing. I'll probably actually start doing more Twitch streaming, separate from where I am now. And Pia, what do you mean by Giba Giba? Gibber Gibber? I'm entirely confused, Pia. But anyways, what I was getting at about you asking, do I know what Skyrim is, oh, it's gibberish? Oh, okay. But yeah, Pia, what I was getting at is you, if you're asking me about Skyrim, you need to do a search for Skyrim on this channel. Because I actually have a number of Skyrim mods that, if you're on PC, you should probably check out. Or if you're on PS4 or Xbox One. I know you said you have a Nintendo Switch for Skyrim, but still, you know, if you do have either of those, you should check it out. Oh, Well, Kabul gives us a lot of gold. And Lhasa gives us a lot of gold. Well, let's do Lhasa then. Pickle Mike says, what are your expectations for Skyrim Together? It's a good question. I would say probably the big thing, or the big question that I have, not so much an expectation, but a question, is how are quests going to work with it? Do quests work properly in it? You know, is it given to both players? Is it given only to the player that picks it up? That's probably the big question that I have right now. As far as the expectations of it, Pia says, you sound like my friend from the USA. His name is Namru. Interesting. My name is not Namru, though. But I'm happy I sound like your friend. I guess another thing about Skyrim Together that I think would be interesting. I mean, I'd like to see how good the combat is and all that. I haven't gotten around to actually looking at any of the different like gameplay videos of it. Just haven't gotten around to it, so yeah, I'm just happy that you consider me potentially being like your friend. Alright, so we got a great general here. We got the pointiest sticks now, yay! Because it was China earlier. We actually haven't put too much into our military power. Oh, Pia says, I get confused every time I talk to him. I say, hey newbie, I mean Namru. Wait, no, we don't want to do Sydney. We would rather do Kabul. Or actually, we'll do Prague. That might be a better location for it. Alright, move you guys forward, and then pew pew pew. So, someone gifted us more infantry here. Delete. Okay, so this guy could be really useful. What the Great General does is he can construct a citadel, and pretty much what that does is you set up a little area that really boosts the defense of units on that tile. And also, whenever a unit ends a turn next to the citadel, they take damage. Pia says he's watching right now. Oh, cool. Hello, Pia's friend. Alright, let's see. Mumbai, what else was I going to do with you? Cargo ship, that's what I was going to do. And you're doing science focus? Yeah, that works. And we'll put them back on science focus. Because we're not as stressed to do the military academy now. Pickle Mike says, I wonder how mods would work in Skyrim Together. I imagine they would just have to use the same mods. I would imagine anyways. We're sorry this has caused a divide between us, but I'm still gonna probably take Florence. Oh, someone took Budapest from me, bastards.
Gelin pazarlığa tutuşalım. Hoşunuza gider mi?
Why do you keep doing that? I do not want to give you all my gold.
Hayır.
Suleiman just wants all my gold. He's after my lucky charms. Pickle Mike asks, how was my day? Not too bad. It was actually rather slow. Again, I did have some interesting excitement when I tried to pull into the garage today. Oh look, the enemy again. Maybe we've found this barbarian encampment that's all the way up here. Yeah, it was all right at work when I first got there, but then it got real slow by the time I left. PS says you should do a live stream where you watch another Sims 4 live stream. Maybe. I haven't found any good live streamers though that do the Sims 4 yet. And yes, Pia, I know. Paul, when he was last around, wherever he's at now, has brought up about doing face cam as well. And that'll be something I get around to when I move out. Pickle Mike says Newbie tried to recreate Fast and Furious in his garage. I was definitely not trying to do that, no. Alright, these archers I'm just going to delete. Reason I would delete rather than upgrade is if you have a archer unit and you go about trying to upgrade him, it's going to take a long time before they're upgraded. And many turns and a lot of gold. Fine, I'll take it for now, China. Though I totally suspect you of trying to do evil things. So what we're going to start doing, now that we finish electronics here, is we're probably going to start working on building carriers here. Because once we have these carriers, we can get them ready, and then we can start delivering nukes to them, which will be a nice little thing. Once we get nukes, anyways. Also, as soon as this turn ends, I'm going to look at the I want to say it was the diplomacy screen? Oh wait, no. Not diplomacy. Maybe it was victory? Okay, so there's one remaining unmet civilization, and I think that is the one that's entered the modern era. So where could they be? Could they be out in Australia? I mean, maybe. Alright, move you guys here. Gatling gun, move you forward. Move you guys here. And you guys there. Pickle Mike says, but you can spare some salt to reduce the ice that is there. I did, or well, my mom and then I did, went out to go put up a bunch of salt to try and end all of that mess. It only sort of worked, but... Alright, Mumbai, I'm going to have you focus on science. And then we're going to go all in towards atomic theory. Eight turns, come on. Oh, still 8 turns. What if I put you as science focused? 7 turns, haha, 7 turns. And then we can finally start on the Manhattan Project. And I think we'll just surround Delhi with a bunch of uranium over here. Also, one thing that'll actually be nice is with when we have uranium, we'll be able to use that to build nuclear power plants as well. There is no accident, Pickle Mike. It was only almost. No, not really almost. It was just that as I was getting up the little bit of a hill into our driveway, I kept getting stuck towards the top, where my front wheel drive was just not going any further. Alright, you guys, I'm going to stop your automation right now. Oh look, more infantry. Delete. And apparently there are barbarians in the Antarctic. Because of course there are. Uh-oh. Catherine has declared war on Bismarck, which has brought us into it. Oh dear. Alright, enough is enough. Informing everyone else of your ill deeds is long overdue. Why are you denouncing me when I am joining you in war? You've declared war. Oh look, we've just screwed ourselves over. Maybe this is why Gandhi goes crazy and nukes everyone. Because we were in a friendly pact and all that with Bismarck, and then Catherine has declared war on Bismarck. Ramses has declared war on Bismarck. And now me and all my city-states are going to war against Catherine, and then Bismarck gets pissed off because I'm going to war against an ally. To help him, oh my god. This is absurd. Omar asks, a world war? Kind of. We have Russia and Egypt against Germany here. And we were involved in an alliance, and our alliance that we had with Catherine expired. So, pretty much, yeah. Now India has entered that world war of sorts. Who's... Aww, the Russians are attacking my shipping. Alright, Delhi, you need to build a military academy. Well, we finally entered our first war here. But I think most of our cities are pretty well defended against anything they can bring against us. The Russians are very similar to how they were in World War I. They are, well, serfs. Pickling says, I'll love it if World War III happened already. Are you talking real life World War III? Well, you'd get all of your nukes. And Pickle Mike says yes to real World War III. I wouldn't recommend it, Pickle Mike, to be honest. But, you know, you do you. Well, Sydney is helping us out by destroying that little Russian ship that was there. Alright, keep our little privateer moving around here. Oh, apparently this is the end of the road here. Omar says at least we won't have Fortnite. I mean, I suppose. Alright, let's continue building custom houses around here. And Pickle Mike, you can certainly try to cause World War III. Though I think it might require more than one man to cause World War III. Just a hint. Just so you're aware, the other leaders have now heard the grim truth about you. Very well. Come on, almost there to the nukes. The nukes that will make everything so much nicer. Omar asks Pickle Mike for president. That's all it takes to have one man start a nuke war. Hey, Trump hasn't gotten us into nuclear war yet. I'm skeptical if Pickle Mike would be able to. As much as he may think that he could do it. Pickle Mike says, well, there is an angry little fat guy on the other side of the world just waiting to attack. And he has an alliance with China as well, so I suppose if there was anyone to do it, it would be the little fat man and Kim Jong-un. Alright. Still sad I can't do my battleships here. So is the privateer the best thing that I have as far as naval ships go? I guess it is. Well, let's build a carrier. I can't remember if a carrier can attack ships directly or not, or if it just has to use... Or if the carrier is only limited to using aircraft and all that. I can't quite remember. So let's build one just to see what we can do. Also, I have a lot of faith that I need to make use of. Alright, so we got another policy that we can adopt. Let's go down here, we'll go to the level 3 tenants. So we have our, let's see, dictatorship of the proletariat, plus 34% tourism, to civilizations that have less happiness. That is something that we could probably benefit from. There's Iron Curtain, free courthouse upon city capture. Internal trade routes provide 50% more food or production. That also is pretty useful. Or spaceflight pioneers may finish spaceship parts with great engineers. Great engineer and a great scientist appear outside the capital. Let's go for the tourism. Plus 34% tourism to civilizations that have less happiness. Because I think we're the top as far as happiness goes. So let's look at culture. No. Didn't want culture overview. Victory progress? Let's see. So this is our influence over other civilizations. We're making progress, at least. Alright, these guys up here, I don't even know what to do with them exactly. Because they're like way out here. Let's look at Genoa here for a moment. Oh, there's the... Okay, I see. I do know what I'm going to do with them now. I'll bring them down to take on that one encampment down there. Alright, we are almost there. Almost at atomic theory. Picklemake said, or just use any small country that the US is manipulating right now to attack a superpower. Then back up that small country by selling them supplies. I have actually thought about something like that. English coup in Genoa. Oh. Damn you, English. I'm gonna have to send a spy up there. Probably. Pickle Mike, as to your way of starting war, the big issue I see there is there have certainly been a lot of, I guess, smaller powers that have kind of fallen, that have relied on the US but then ultimately not been able to do anything like special with them. Ukraine, for example, has definitely relied on the US, but then we've kind of failed them as far as providing protection from Russia. Although, as far as selling guns to people on another side, I mean, I've always been in favor of the idea of, well, our defensive pact with Bismarck has ended.
Also, raus damit.
Why are you so pissed off at me? I came to your defense.
Und?
Discuss. Denounce. Denounce Bismarck. This is so messed up. What about Catherine? Catherine's at war.
Что тебе нужно?
Nope, she's not gonna do it. Okay, well, lovely. Well, this situation is just one big mess. One big mess indeed. Well, at least Egypt here is still friendly with us. I'm gonna ask, your girlfriend still pissed at you? Yeah, we were doing all right, and then suddenly, all of a sudden, now it's like they're being all pissy with us. Pickle Mike says, if a country is at war and they are getting supplies from another country, they'll want to cut the supply line, which means they'll be sinking US ships that will gain the people's vote for war. I mean, that's true. That kind of happened.
Most of the things worth doing in the world had been declared impossible.
That's pretty much what happened with some of the stuff in World War I. Because the Germans sunk the Lusitania and all that, which definitely pissed people off. Alright, so we have a new spy here. Let's move them over to Genoa. And the spy that we have in Paris, we're going to move them out too. And put him... let's put him in Prague. See if we can do a coup in Prague there. Alright, what do we want to do next? Fertilizer would help with food. Then we could go to dynamite for artillery. Then we could go for the railroad. Sure. One more turn and we will finish our first little carrier in Delhi. And then we can start work on the nukes, which will be very nice. Alright, in one of these I can probably place this great person. Pickle Mike says, in two superpowers clashing together in war will drag other countries into the war, and thus World War III. Alright, so this location. Let's see, Arsenal, nah. Okay, so we're all focused. Let's see. Should I do cannons or should I wait? Start work on infantry here. Mumbai, we're gonna change you up, put you on gold focus. I was thinking he would make more with gold focus, but apparently not. Change production. Let's do cargo ships. And Pickle Mike asks, how would I go about starting World War III? 180 on unit maintenance. Is it because, what is, oh, hold on. Units. Anyways, going to your comment there. Alright, make peace with Prague, and they will give me Smolensk. Okay. That's not too bad. Fine then, Catherine, I will accept it. So we can annex, create, puppet, or raise the city. I think we're going to raise the city. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, Pickle Mike said annex. Too late, Pickle Mike, too late. We're going to burn it to the ground. So the way that I would go about trying to start...
You have been defeated.
You have been defeated.
Your civilization has been overwhelmed by its many foes. But your people...
Oh, it's because we're at 2050 and...
know that one day you shall return and lead them forward to victory.
Demographics? Info? Why does it say that I've been defeated here? Is it just because I haven't reached a... I think it's saying that I've been defeated because I haven't reached a victory and it's 2050. I forget about that. Well, screw that. We're gonna keep going. Because no one else here has reached victory. Oh, somehow China is higher than me. Why is China higher than me? Oh, maybe that's why I was defeated, because China's higher than me. Well, fuck China. Damn it. Alright, let's give them another air unit. Ooh, give them another air unit. So our little carrier here can carry 4 air units, aka 4 nukes. Speaking of nukes, I need to go over here. We'll go into the in-game editor. Alright, so like right here, we have some various little things that we can place in uranium. So it does, well, put 10 uranium there, 10 uranium there, and 10 uranium there. So a hell of a lot of uranium. Then I can click on this again. So 10 uranium, 10 uranium, 10 uranium. Start work on the Manhattan Project. Smolensk, do wealth, I guess, even though you won't do anything there. Homer says it's already 2050. If only time moved that quick. Alright. Set you guys up there. These empty, I think I'm gonna just sell them. I'm not really using them. And doing that is actually giving me money. Alright, Catherine wants an embassy now. And you know, they're actually being friendlier with me than Bismarck is, for some goddamn reason. Stupid Bismarck being all weird and stuff. England has adopted the freedom ideology. Good for England. And Pedro is also denouncing Germany. Well, poor Germany. They've, in getting pissed off with me, now they're just not going to be very good for very long here. Pickle Mike says, look at her with that corset on showing her boobs. What a slut. Alright, what was I gonna do with you? Oh, were you the one that was automatically exploring? I think you were. We found Zanzibar. They're a mercantile place. Alright, time for that mine. Time for the sweet, sweet uranium. Alright, we got one cargo ship here. Let's do another cargo ship. Alright, let's see. Kabul, Lhasa. We'll do Lhasa. Pickle Mike says, in summer I'm going to go outside and start a fire with a magnifying glass. I wonder if you could do that now. In winter. And yes, another fire. Pickle Mike, are you admitting to the fires that burned poor California? The police are coming to your house now. England has denounced Arabia. Pickle Mike says, I am the police. World's biggest plot twist. It's not as good as I am the Senate. Omar asked, are there still fires in California? And Pickle Mike says, when hasn't there been a fire in California? Yeah, I think there probably are still fires. Whether or not they're actually anything to worry about, I don't think they necessarily are. I don't think anyways. Alright, dynamite for the artillery or go for the submarine? Oh, but I do want railroads, because railroads, yeah, increase production. Of connected cities, so gotta do that. Pickle Mike says, and yes, newbie, you can still light shit up during the beginning and end of winter. So what, you can't do it in the middle of winter? Is the sun not situated properly for that? Aha, interesting. I would have thought it would be, because it seems like in winter the sun is so much brighter than it normally is. But could just be an illusion. Alright, you guys, I'm going to send you out. You guys bomb the ever-living heck out of those. These guys, I'm just going to sell them. Tired of moving around with those guys. And we finally got our little infantry guy. So he starts with morale, giving him plus 15% combat strength. If I was to use him around here, I'd probably want him to be good on rough terrain. So we'll give him drill. We'll give him cover to defend against ranged attacks. Give him another cover. And hopefully he'll be very good at taking on any potential cities. But I don't need to make another one right now. So probably can have them instead focus on... Do the hospital? Yeah, do the hospital. New cargo ship. Let's do Kabul. And we can afford, or we have room for, one more cargo ship. Also interesting that the Brazilians have a city like right all the way up here near Egypt. Pickle Mike says it's the illusions of hypothermia as to why winter seems brighter or whatever. So in your case, every day in winter. It's really not even like that cold now. The problem now is just it's all the ice out there right now. That is a pain in the butt. Alright, you guys, get moving over there. Oh god. No! Damn triremes. I'm just gonna delete you. Put those infantry to defend. So taking a look at the artillery there, the good thing about artillery is they have a range of 3. So that makes them much more useful at taking on cities. Omar asks, have you heard of the Trump Prophecy movie? I don't think I have. Do I want to know what it's about, Omar? Sure, Omar, let me know. I'm somewhat concerned about what it's about, but let me know. Holy crap, over here Mumbai's at 98 combat strength. No, defend yourself, little Gatling gun. Oh, they gonna die. Alright, let's see. Build a road. And the last cargo ship, we'll send you to because they were looking for a trade route, so we can get a little happy with them. Pickle Mike, the biggest reason that I haven't run for office so far is the fact that it just requires so much money. You need to have money to support yourself when you're out of work. You need to be able to fundraise, which is in itself quite a task at times. So, I mean, I do want to run at some point. It's just, right now I'm focusing on trying to just establish myself and then go from there. So yeah, probably, I mean, I guess my current plan for the next few years is I am going to get my condo. I'm going to learn craps. I'm going to try to become a supervisor at the casino. Try to move up what I can. And then also save up some money, and in the course of things, maybe then I can consider looking at options for running for office. Omar says, the Trump prophecy is about a guy who sees things in his dreams. One day, according to the movie, God visits him and told him that Trump is going to be the president of the USA. Oh my God. Oh my God. Face palming right now. And the guy takes it as his duty to tell the people. Oh my God. Seriously. The fact of the matter that I believe you is even worse. Also, this is a very interesting little thing. Almost everyone has no money in their treasury except for me. China has a tiny little bit, Solomon has a tiny little bit, but everyone else has zero. So they're all running at deficits, which means that their military is probably like very weak. Because when you're running at a deficit for your military, it weakens their units. And yes, Pickle Mike, that is always an option. Alright, let's see. I could do an archaeologist here. We have a hidden antiquity site. Let's do that. Alright, railroad. China has adopted the autocracy ideology. Is that what we did? No, I think we did order. Yeah, we did order. Because we get a boost to tourism with other order civilizations. Also, one thing I need to do, I need to take this city and buy up some of these tiles around here. That way I can keep Russia from moving in any other cities and that sort of thing. Buy a tile. Buy. And that's about it. Gandhi has completed the Manhattan Project. Hooray! So does that mean anything? I don't think it really does. Well, let's go ahead and do the broadcast tower. And I do need to, once this has completed that archaeologist, I probably need to build up another infantry to go out here and clear out this area for this antiquity site. Omar says, based off of that Trump prophecy thing, God might have wanted to warn us about Trump, but told the wrong guy. That very well could be, Omar. That very well could be. Ooh, I don't like that Moscow has taken this whole area here. So that means we're going to have to set up a open borders treaty with them. I can do it, though. I think, anyways. Pickle Mike says God told Trump about the Trump prophecy. And why do we have public opinion the desire for a new ideology? Dissidents. If an influence pressure for other ideologies exceeds the pressure for the current ideology, public opinion will drift away from the content and create unhappiness. Influenced by the ideology of these civs for autocracy China. So how do I put more focus? I'm not entirely sure. And Big Mike calls for communism. Well, we are trying, Pickle Mike. We are trying. Alright, I said I needed infantry, so let's recruit an infantry unit. Ooh, what's this? +3 gold, +2 culture, and +1 happiness from every castle. Does the Mughal fort comprise part of that? Maybe. Omar says, or maybe he stopped taking his drugs, that leads him to seeing God. or he's taken too many drugs. One of the two. We found Samarkand. I think that's the place that the one, that actually appears in some kind of, something Samarkand. Does it show up in Fable? I think it shows up in Fable, now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, so we have an academy there, an academy here, an academy here. Let's do another one there. Oh, Omar says in the movie he stops taking his drugs. Okay. I thought we were just joking. So yeah, in that case, if he did stop taking his drugs, that is probably what happened. I would not be surprised anyways. Pickle Mix says, hey, I thought he took all the drugs and saw God because he overdosed and died. Lhasa calls for faith. And Panama City wants my religion. Although the big problem that we have right now is trying to transfer some of our units all around.
The introduction.
Здравствуй.
Guarded? Why are you guarded? Let's set up trade. Open
Говори.
borders. Propose? We'll make it work.
Разумеется,
6
нет.
gold per turn for... Fudge you. I tried to be good with you, Catherine. You were being friendly with us, and then suddenly now you're being a bitch again. Alright, let's see. Destroyers. Ooh, that's nice. We also have anti-aircraft guns. Don't really need that because we're not going to encounter any real aircraft stuff. Stadium, hotel. The Pentagon. We are, oh, airports. Airports would be useful. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll do the couple things leading up to nuclear fission so that we can finally get our atomic bombs. Omar says, you proposed and got the cold shoulder. No wonder Gandhi wants to nuke the world. I know, right? Poor Gandhi. He just wanted some and then he was given the cold shoulder. Poor Catherine. Or not poor Catherine, that bitch Catherine. Pickle Mike, I don't even know what to say if the US had a president that thought the earth was flat. I mean, the whole ideology is just so stupid that there are people that think the earth is flat. All you have to do is go on a plane to see that the earth isn't flat. But as much as I wish I could say that I could completely rule out us ever having someone like that, I can't exactly say that. Omar said to take the president to space and leave him there. Well, we could do that with Trump, you know, him and his Space Force. Alright, we found Geneva. Interesting. And what the hell is happening with all these triremes? They're all damaged and stuff. I don't know what's happening. Alright. You. The Kremlin! Requires order. Plus 50% production when building armor units. Ooh. But I'll start on that other one. The place that makes us happy for, I'll do the one that makes us happy from, oh, you can edit unit names? I didn't know that. Learn something new every day here. Anyways, as I was saying, and then kind of getting sidetracked, I'm going to do the one that requires you to, or that boosts up castle, like, stats. Because it's going to increase our happiness, it's going to increase our gold and our culture. And I think we're still going to be able to go ahead and get the Kremlin without too many issues. Pickle Mike says the Earth is a donut shaped. Okay, Homer Simpson. Ooh, I could have this place work on the Kremlin. Yeah, we'll do this. Even though we can't really build any armor units right now because, well, we don't have any oil. Although I could do it as one last sort of... I could just give us oil, like it gave us uranium. Look at these big uranium mines over here. Although, we might get armor units when it comes to that one big mech that I think takes uranium. I think. Omar says, if Earth was donut-shaped, the cops would have ate it with coffee in the Milky Way. Hey, Genoa and England are no longer allies. That means I can take them back. A civilian was captured. Oh no! Our poor archaeologist was captured. Aw, poor Indiana Jones. Or Lara Croft. One of the two. Alright, you are heading up here. You guys... I don't even know what to do with you. You're stuck in the mountains up here. So disappointing. Alright, let's see here. Just trying to get ideas. Happiness from workshop factories and solar nuclear hydro plants. Or happiness from every national wonder. Let's do the national wonder happiness. Public opinion is I really want to know how you influence that. Let's see. That's not it. None of you people are helping me there. Let's give some money to Antwerp here. What? Pickle Mike says, a 5th grade kid got in trouble in school for watching Fortnite porn. I mean, I know Rule 34 and all exists, so I guess I should have assumed that Fortnite porn would exist, but still.
Gelin pazarlığa tutuşalım.
Alright, so it looks like Ramses and... Wait, what's going on there? I missed what happened. Something's happening with Egypt and Polynesia. Mike says no, it's full out animation porn. Oh, okay. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna use you to go try saving poor Dr. Jones over there. Alright, let's see. Oh, amphitheater, or do a zoo. Make our people happy. Pickle Mike says, every day we stray further from God. That's an old meme, Pickle Mike. It's like a couple months old now. Actually, it's probably older than that, but it just took prominence a few months ago. Blah. I don't know what, I don't want to do it, but I do need to start packing up a lot of my stuff. Like, the only thing I've really packed so far is my Xbox One. I have a whole bunch of stuff in the crawl space that I need to look into going through. Some of my old toys and that sort of thing that, I don't know, I don't want to get rid of them because you never know when you might, oh, like, for me, for example, I never know if I'm going to have kids and, you know, might need them for that. Omar says, I don't force religious beliefs, but if you're watching Fortnite porn, you need to start spending time with God. Hey, whatever floats your boat. Oh, okay, so Kuala Lumpur here isn't allied with anyone. So I guess they're being attacked by Egypt then? Probably something like that. Oh, hoarders? Pickle Mike, I'm not a hoarder. I don't think anyways. I'm not that bad. But I have things that, I don't know. I do have some sentimental value for some of my old toys. Especially anything Star Wars related. The Star Wars related stuff I'd never want to get rid of. But I don't want to get rid of my Transformers. I don't want to get rid of any of my Lego stuff. So it's one of those things that's just like, you know, you're thinking about. So if I was to the point where I was going to say I wasn't going to have kids, then I would say, well, no, I will just get rid of them. You know, it's nice, but I haven't touched them in over 10 years. Probably should get rid of them. But, you know, I'm still at that point where it's like, well, if it's quacking like a dick, Pickle Mike, you got problems. Probably one thing I need to do is I need to make a worker here and just build a road that connects over here. And we'll use those roads against Russia. Although Russia does have a lot of their places along the coast, which would make the carrier nuke method work pretty well too. Pickle Mike, why did you drop your phone down the stairs? And yes, it's one good thing about carpeting is if you drop your phone on carpeting, it's generally all right. Omar, I would say that I'd like to have children at some point. Of course, I'd like to have at least one biological child, which being a gay man is somewhat difficult. And then I'd like to at least adopt one child. That would be like the base sort of desire for what I want to do. Alright, let's see. Amphitheater, barracks, or have them focus on research. Pickle Mike says just kidnap newbie. It's a little looked down upon, Pickle Mike. No longer friends with her. Oh. So the airport is going to be a very useful sort of thing for our overall expansion goals. Because we set up an airport and then we eventually have little cities all around that we can send units all over. An anti-aircraft gun? I don't need that because there's no air units in this playthrough. There never will be because there's no oil. There's still one civilization out there that I have no idea where they are. Germany has replaced Brazil as the ally of Kabul. Oh, so I guess Germany is at war with Catherine again? I thought they went to peace, but maybe not. I could have been mistaken. My guys, so how are you going to get your units onto North America? Well, I'm looking to use pretty big use out of my, well, I only have one carrier right now, but I'm eventually going to make more carriers and get them moving all along to where we need them to be. Alright, Genoa, we'll leave it for now. Because, yeah, these guys are going to rig elections pretty soon here. Alright, next turn we'll have this little one thing. So let's keep track. Our happiness is currently 25. I hope it improves the Muggle forts, that it sees those as castles. Otherwise, that would kind of suck. Also, since I don't have any calls to take tomorrow morning, like I did this morning, I think I might just go ahead and go for 3 hours if you, Pickle Mike, and Omar are looking to stay on for another hour. So Polynesia wants friendship, but at the same time, they're looking a little iffy. Omar says send only the nice ones to North America. Pickle my ass. So, newbie, what would you do if you were president? I have a lot of ideas that I would do as president. I have, like, architectural ideas that I'd like to do as president, too. For example, I would kind of like to bring about the construction of big block-like buildings that take up entire city blocks, but are as, like, residential neighborhoods. So think of it like apartments, but it's actually almost house size units in those apartments. Because, you know, the thing about America that makes America good is it has a lot of room. And I want to take advantage of that room and set up more people, or set up more room for people to have like houses and that sort of thing. Another thing that I'm a big proponent of is a universal basic income to replace the different mess that is our different welfare, food stamps, that sort of thing. And Social Security as well. Pretty much the overall idea is with a universal basic income, use that to replace welfare and that sort of thing. And unlike welfare, the universal basic income is going to be there to start you out. And it's going to provide for a lot of your basics. And then that kind of gives you the incentive to go out and look for a job. Or to take the risk of trying to start your own business. That you'll have that backup there. Because, for example, if I had a universal basic income, I could focus completely on YouTube here without necessarily having to worry about going to work every single day. And I think ultimately a universal basic income would work well paired together with universal healthcare. Putting them together would be good in the long run. Pickle Mike says, but people will exploit it. I mean, people exploit anything, whether it's universal basic income, welfare, social security, because there are people that exploit that. The various forms of social welfare that are, or not social welfare, corporate welfare that exist out there. You know, things for like farmers, that sort of thing. So, I mean, I'm not against the whole, or the whole idea of it being exploited isn't a big concern. It's going to be exploited one way or another. But what you really want to do, what you really want to focus on is reduce a lot of the bureaucracy behind it, behind the different welfare programs. Yes, you're going to have people who are just going to sit around and do nothing. But the fact of the matter is you already have those people. And when you have those people in the workforce, you kind of hurt the workforce overall. You hurt productivity and all that. If people don't want to work, they're not going to work. It's as simple as that. Or worse, you have those people exist and they end up going out and causing all manner of issues by stealing, doing drugs, that sort of thing. Oh, I want factories, but I have no coal. Party leadership. Well, let's do party leadership, I guess. Alright, let's see. Hermitage. Opera House still required in... Oh, how did I miss that? Well, do the amphitheater there. Yeah, do the arsenal there, I guess. But yeah, so universal basic income, the block housing architectural projects. I'd also like us to go to Mars, and an actual full-on Mars program that probably would be a colonization program, because my general view is it probably would be easier to do more of a one-way mission, go to Mars, colonize it, then try to go to Mars, land on Mars, and then try to lift off from Mars to go back. Pickle Mike, if you were president, what would your idea be? No, Florence is no longer my ally. Aw. Well, that's what we got money for. Haha, they're our ally again. Alright, you guys go there very slowly. And I still have absolutely no idea where this other civilization is hanging out at. That we still haven't found here. Because we're starting to go along the edge of America here, and I have a feeling they're not going to be there. People that like to smile the most. I am super happy, and everyone else is not very happy. Good, good. Make them unhappy. Yeah, the only other person that's happy is Arabia.
Vision.
And that will also make things easy for when we eventually go to war and all that. Vilnius. What is that sort of place? So Pickle Mike says, first he'd like to expand the U.S. Air Force. Interesting. Omar says, in terms of space, I wouldn't go for asteroid mining. And perhaps use that to help us to get to other... Oh, I would, not wouldn't. I would go for asteroid mining and perhaps use that to help us get to other planets. I suppose it depends on the asteroid. Certainly asteroids that are yeah, oh, I wanted to do that archaeologist. Certainly asteroids that have a really weird orbit we probably don't want to do. You know what, let's do artillery there. And we'll have the artillery replace the Gatling gun. Oh wait, I shouldn't have that build artillery. Duh, because that's a waste. I want my good unit. My good unit production place to build artillery. Yeah, so like, so long as if you had like the asteroids that are in the asteroid belt would probably be a decent location. But if you had like an asteroid that went kind of like the path of like some comets that go all the way into Earth orbit and then go all the way out. I mean, to an extent, depending on how they are, I guess they could be useful if you can catch it. But at the same time, I also feel like they could be a little too problematic as far as their orbits go. Pickle Mike says, I'd like to divert funding from less important things to our space program. I'd like to start plans for a moon base, so going to other planets will be easier. Theoretically, a moon base would be useful. There are some issues with a moon base, but at the same time, it's one of those iffy things. If you can find decent resources on the moon that would help us out, then that would be another story. You know, resources that like hydrogen and all that, for example. So like a source of water on the moon, or like a source, not necessarily iron, because I don't think they necessarily use a whole lot of iron for rockets, but maybe they do. But something to help build rockets or get rockets up into, you know, up to travel and that sort of thing. If you can find those resources on the moon, I would say build a moon base. Otherwise, I would say maybe something more like enhancing the International Space Station would be a more viable option. I mean, yes, the moon doesn't have a lot of gravity, but it still has gravity. Pickle Mike says, cough cough, plans for an orbital missile platform. Pickle Mike, weren't you paying attention in Warzone 2100? You get your orbital missile platform and then all of a sudden you have a rogue AI take over and then it bombs the world. Alright, let's build another archaeologist here, since I don't know what happened to our last one. Oh, bazookas! Atomic air range unit that must be adjacent to an enemy to strike. Ooh. Pickle Mike says, yes, the moon has gravity, and that gravity can be used for slingshotting. I suppose. I would think doing the slingshot would be better served by starting outside of the moon's gravity rather than inside of it. Or like, you know, not starting on the moon directly, but starting off the moon and then flying right by it and using that to slingshot. But, know all of the specifics on it, because that's a lot of specifics to go over. Alright, we got our little archaeologist. Send him out. Cargo ship. Ooh, Moscow 23. Tempting, but I am going to continue some of these. Mumbai, I need you to build another cargo ship. Delhi. Pickle Mike says, I also want to send a person to Venus. Know about that, Pickle Mike. And I don't care if they die. So bad. Well, Elizabeth wants us to go against Arabia, but not interested. Not interested at all. And yeah, it doesn't look like whatever this other civilization is over here. Where the hell are they? Yeah, Omar, Kerbal Space Program is a good program for learning a lot of stuff about space, but I think there are more intricacies to it than just what's shown there. But, haha, killed an English spy. Excellent. But certainly of the programs that are out there for, you know, civilians, I think Kerbal Space Program's probably the best one for anyone to experience. Pickle Mike says, most importantly, I want to send solar panels into space or build a huge field of solar panels on the moon. I get what you're going at there. Big issue I see is the ability to beam that energy back to Earth. We won't do the Hermitage just yet. We'll do it when we have Delhi finish the airport. Pickle Mike says, who said it was for Earth to power the big death ray.
You have triumphed over us. The day is yours.
I'll forgive you this time, England. Only person I'm going to forgive is England. Omar says, use lasers to beam it back to Earth. Although if you're going off of what Pickle Mike said, and actually, Pickle Mike, as weird as that may sound, it is actually kind of how it would work. Because pretty much what a laser is it's transmitting energy. The biggest problem is just having the moon located at the right locations. Though I guess you could potentially have it directed to a satellite. Yeah, Pickle Mike, you do lose a lot, particularly through the atmosphere of the Earth. So that's definitely the biggest issue. Privateer, attack! Aha, captured. Alright, one more little cargo ship. Send it out to Budapest. Omar says, beaming it back to Earth is what Darth Vader wanted. To beam that energy. I'm sure his heart was in the right place. In a Morgan Freeman in a Morgan Freeman voice, it was odds. I can't do Morgan Freeman though. Alright, you know what? Let's go for this Iron Curtain. Free courthouse upon city capture. That'll help with capturing a bunch of cities. And then we have internal trade routes provide 50% more food or production. It's time to start spreading ourselves. Pickle Mike says, why don't people in Star Wars just use mirrors? I don't think a mirror would have stopped the Death Star laser. Because the thing about a lot of lasers and stuff in Star Wars is it's not just beams of light, but it's actually beams of plasma. So it has mass, which means that it would knock a mirror over. At least that's my general assumption with a lot of that Star Wars tech. But a lot of Star Wars stuff is kind of speculation at times, so keep it or take it with a grain of salt. Is this someone? Quebec. Oh. Alright, previous route on Sydney. Go ahead and do that. Capture another trireme, or galley, or whatever that is. Aha! Found you, barbarian horseman. Die. Alright, Delhi, you're building that hermitage. Pickle Mike says, name one sci-fi that doesn't use plasma as anything. I'm not sure. At least nothing that I can think of at the moment. So Bismarck finally made peace with Catherine. How nice of him. And we are almost there, almost at our nukes. A great musician has been born, and a merchant. Interesting. Alright, let's see. Large quantity of tourism. So Pickle Mike, we have 2 more turns and we'll get nuclear fission. Then we just gotta actually build the atomic bombs. So just a few more turns. I think we might set off the first nuke by the end of this whole episode. Alright, let's see. Great merchant. Oh yeah, might as well send you here. Welcome back, Omar. I have not seen 2001: A Space Odyssey. And since you're asking if I would recommend it, I'm guessing you haven't either then. Archaeology, okay. So we can create an Indian artifact. Or we can create a landmark. Let's see, it's from the ancient era. Do we go for more culture or do we go for the artifact? Let's go for the artifact. Increase our tourism. Picklike says, I bet that was Hawaii you just discovered to the west. So yeah, Hawaii is actually where is right here. So I mean, if we really wanted to, we could just go there and do our own version of Pearl Harbor, albeit with nukes. I guess that could be a good staging ground to go for America. Yeah, Omar, the big problem you have there is, Big Mike says, do it then nuke yourself. I'm not looking to nuke myself. I don't think you can, I don't think you can nuke yourself either. Yeah, Omar, the big problem is 2001: A Space Odyssey. Even though it's considered probably like a classic, it is a very old movie. So it's from like, what, 1970, I want to say? 1969? Something like that. I mean, I know Star Wars is only, 7 years after that, 1977, but that's a whole different sort of classic. Alright, let's get these guys gradually moving back. Privateer, what were you? Oh yeah, you were going to explore around here. Delhi, let's see. Can't do my nukes yet here, so let's do an arsenal. Oh, actually, I probably should have done the harbor and then the seaport, because that would help with building naval units. Duh. Fail. Newbie, fail. And yeah, Omar, 2001: A Space Odyssey is quite old. No, defend yourself, Antwerp. Alright, you go attack that thing. You guys go attack that. Wait, we gotta wait for the little cinematic down there. I know this attack may not end well. I'm sending them to their doom. Where are you, last little civilization hiding out among everyone? Paratroopers. I don't need paratroopers right now. Alright, let's see. So we have rocket artillery. It's very nice. Unfortunately, it requires aluminum. That's not very good. We could do the Apollo program. Starting the, going for the science victory. Let's see, refrigeration leads to penicillin. Leads to ecology. Oh, I forgot. Recycling centers give us aluminum. Ooh, what do I want? Oh, but that great firewall could be very useful too. Or do we go for the nuclear subs? Nuclear subs would probably be good. Because no one has destroyers or missile cruisers or other submarines right now. So we can attack with impunity. Meanwhile, we'll go one more turn, and then Delhi can start popping out some of those good old nukes. Omar, it's to prevent any potential hackers from the other nations, even though they don't have computers. They don't even have like railroads, I don't think, most of them. But yeah, for the moment, we will, let's see, Pickle Mike says play on hard. What, for Civilization here? Nah. I'm playing on the normal difficulty right now. Alright, bomb time. Oh, it's gonna take a little while. Alright, set you guys to defend right there. You guys keep moving forward. This little galley, I'm just gonna delete it. And you head over there. Now, what I could do is probably, oh, they're still gonna take a little while. Very disappointing. Let's go ahead. Have you work on an atomic bomb. Have you work on an atomic bomb. We're gonna have all of our cities working on atomic bombs here. Yeah, you can say that I'm quite puny, China. But we'll see what you say when I start bombing you to Armageddon. So yes, we're going to deliver a few bombs onto a carrier. We probably should have at least one more ship with these guys. Probably once we finish the refrigeration and can do a submarine, we'll get a submarine. Because I want to say a submarine can attack and take over a city, I think. I think being the key word. Unless, let me see. Artillery, bazooka, privateer, carrier. I wouldn't have to buy an atomic bomb. Alright, you fire on them. And work on another atomic bomb there. So pretty much we're being like the US was at the start of, or not the start, towards the end of World War II, in which they're just building a whole bunch of atomic bombs. Not a whole bunch. I think the US had like 3 atomic bombs built when they bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Like, I think they only had like 1 more bomb available to bomb Japan if the one at Nagasaki didn't work.
Gelin pazarlığa tutuşalım. Hoşunuza gider mi?
Alright, another barbarian encampment taken care of. Delete that a little trireme there. You guys just fortify there. You guys take out those swordsmen. And we killed a Chinese spy attempting to steal technology. Darn Chinese. They play exactly like they do in real life, always trying to steal stuff. Cannot forgive. Cannot forgive it all. But yeah, we'll go in, we'll take here. Take it fully under our control. Yeah. And then from there, we'll start spread out further. So what should be the next target after we take And Omar, yes, the barbarians are still using bows, arrows, and swords. If Facts Matter was here, I could make a comment about how they're pretty much just like the yellow vest protesters in France.
And homeless.
Alright, the Gallius, let's move that over. Alright, submarine. Let's go ahead and pop you out. 25% combat bonus when attacking. Yeah, we could do that. I don't know what your movement range is. We'll just give you a double attack. Omar, I don't think the yellow vests are using bow and arrows, but I could see them using bow and arrows. Oh, the submarine can't melee attack, which means it probably can't attack a city. Although a Gatling gun can't melee attack, and I think they can take a city. So maybe I can use them once I defeat all of all of the defenses there. What? Oh, darn barbarians. Alright, submarine, let's get you moving out a little bit. Hey, a random pikeman. Alright, next turn, we're gonna pop out a couple nukes. Gonna make us very happy. Pickle Mike says, got so quiet. Yeah, sorry. I didn't quite know what to say. Just waiting for the turn to end there. Say words? Alright. So we have the first of the atomic bombs. Let's work on more of them. Atomic bomb. Rebase mode. So right there. Then we got that atomic bomb. Rebase to there. Alright. Now, I saw something to edit earlier when I was promoting the unit. Can I somehow edit it here? Of course, now it's not going to give me any option to edit it. Grr. Well, I don't know how the hell you change the name on units, darn it. Also, one bad thing, apparently these atomic bombs are very expensive. Submarine, let's get you all the way out over here. So these old triremes I'll get rid of. Galleass, we'll use you. But yeah, these old triremes, we don't need them anymore. Or the old Galleass. We don't need the old rifleman. Alright, we're back in the positive now. Omar says, imagine if they stole your nuke and they didn't know what it does and they ended up killing themselves. I could see something like that happening with certain primitives. And by primitives, I mean pretty much the rest of these guys. There's still, I think, only one person that's in the modern age, and it's whoever that other civilization is. Ooh, Doge Suleiman says, it is clear to all that you are a wise and mighty ruler. I ask that you might also be compassionate towards those like myself who are weak. They fear our great might. So now they fear us. Excellent. As they should, of course. Nuke him first. We gotta nuke first so that we can turn this into Hawaii. Nuclear Hawaii, but Hawaii nevertheless. Show no mercy. Alright, you sleep, you sleep. Bring these guys over there. You try and take out that trireme. Omar says, there we go. Few nukes in united part of the world. Well, maybe. We might end up uniting the world against us when we end up using those nukes. Which is why, thinking about it, even though I want to sell this paratrooper, I am going to hold off on it, actually. Because I might end up having to use him. Alright. Another tenant, workshop, factory, or solar nuclear hydro plant. Or we can increase our attack bonus when fighting in friendly territory. Or do skyscrapers, reduce the costs of purchasing buildings. Let's go for the happiness. And also, since I'm cheating, I might as well go all the way with cheating. And we're gonna do a few additions around here. We got all this desert that's not doing anything for us. So let's go ahead and add some oil there. 10 oil there. 10 oil there. Let's see. Copper, no. I am looking for, well, iron, don't really need iron. What we really need, although you know what, I'll do iron just for the hell of it. Just 4 iron though. Bison, wheat. I forgot, different areas give you different potential things that you can place around here. That uranium, we are looking for aluminum. Should I just place it wherever? I think I can just place it wherever, honestly. Oh, I had to place it on a hill, I think. 10 aluminum, excellent. Yep, that's what I needed to do. And we'll do 10 coal there. If we're cheating, go all the way. Alright, now we just gotta get a worker over here. Purchase a worker. Next turn, he can go out and start to improve all of these little resources. Then we can really get things going, because we can build factories, and that'll further produce our production, and it'll be nice. We'll be the only one with superior resources here.
Gelin pazarlığa tutuşalım.
And of course, we're not going to trade any of these resources with these other people, because we don't want to do that. And we are still doing quite well as far as gold goes. Alright, you are just going to hang out there for the moment. You take him out. You... Oh, you can't quite go there yet. Oh my god, look at all of these barbarians here. We found the Vikings. Alright, head over there. Got another atomic bomb. Drop it off there. And you will bring you over there. Bagel Mike says to nuke them back to the Stone Age. We can certainly do that with a lot of people here. Yeah, one of these carriers is going to go out to Ur. And then when the second carrier is ready, we'll send that out to take care of Russia. And once we do start to take over, we're just gonna like go completely for the kill. At least we'll try anyways. Not entirely sure how well it'll work. Oh, the English have a caravel. But can I get a caravel? No. Newbie doesn't get a caravel for whatever damn reason. Alright, atomic bomb, you're there. You guys move there. Haha, captured. What are you guys doing here? Where the hell did you guys even come from? Pew pew. They're dead. Alright, next turn we should have a couple more nukes ready. We can send out that carrier. I hope I can attack with the submarine and take over the city once it's damaged. I hope anyways. If not, that'll kind of suck. I might have to cheat again and just spawn a destroyer out there or something. Cheating already, damn it. Just go all the way for it. Now, Pickle Mike, what do you think of Civilization 5 from what you've seen through this playthrough? Hey, Golden Age. Nice. Alright, that galley, I can just delete that. And for whatever reason, deleting that galley gives me a lot more money. Oh, I guess deleting the privateer gave me a lot of money too, so. Atomic bomb is finished. So let's go ahead and do a hotel. Rebase the bomb there, And the carrier, we can get you starting to move out. Alright, let us see. We'll do a hotel because I can do that pretty quickly here. Actually, Mumbai, I'm going to change you up. I need another cargo ship. Galley attack. Privateer attack. And you carrier, just wait. But yeah, my general idea is we're going to take We're going to build an airport here. That way we can transfer units over here. And then from we can begin our attacks along all of this. Betray Suleiman and all that. Probably we'd want to try and betray Suleiman at the same time that we go to war against Russia. No, losing grasp on Belgrade. But at least we're successfully rigging some elections around here.
You're nothing?
Alright, you delete. Omar, yes, apparently. I guess anyways. I'd have to look it up on Wikipedia to see what exactly is, but I think almost everything that is in Civilization is a real place. So I would just have to actually look and see what exactly it is. So let's see, we have medical lab, we have stadium, military base, hotel, that's what I want. Mumbai, I could give them a medical lab. We don't really need that right now, though. Hotel would probably be... Oh wait, I was doing hotel, right? Yeah. Though I need another cargo ship, so we'll do that. That cargo ship will send you... Again, focusing solely on these guys. Solely on the city-states is what we're doing. Oh, wait, don't send you to because we're going to blow up Send you to Zanzibar. And is this the new one? I don't remember what you were. Send you to Prague. I have so many... so many different ships coming out of Mumbai there. Omar says, quote, "We need a name for our city. James, any ideas?" You are a genius. It very well could have happened like that, you know? Yeah, you are going to be asleep. You are going to be asleep. Carrier, you are going to be asleep. And this carrier is going to move over yonder. Omar said, We will give the enemy a second thought before bombing us. Well done, my boy. Also, once I take up these oil things, I can start building tanks. The tanks, I can just use those to completely go over all of Russia here. Bomb a city with a nuke from the coast, send a tank in to take over the city. I think it'll work out pretty well. Alright, the galley, we are deleting you. The privateer, get you moving along. Alright, Ragusa. I think I can send you to Ragusa. Omar says, don't let the winter get you. We all know what happened to Germany. Alright, Paratrooper will keep you in defensive mode there. Again, so that we are prepared for when the time comes to wipe out Russia. Alright, it's probably like 2 more turns and we'll be about in range of And Catherine, so let's see, Ramses and Catherine have both declared war on Bismarck now. Also, one thing that I could probably do, because I have all this faith saved up, is when we get to I could probably spawn a whole bunch of great engineers to take over where these mines are. To sort of enhance our ability to build and all. Alright, you privateer. What do we do with you? We'll send you to explore, I guess. It's not the best option, but it's an option. Let's go ahead and do the harbor next. Work on another atomic bomb for our carrier. So let's see, while we're working towards ecology, the Sydney Opera House has room for 2 great works of music. It is 1 free social policy and 50% culture in this city. Contains 2 slots for great works. Must be constructed in a coastal city. So we can build it in Delhi here, and it'll probably benefit us pretty well. Omer says, why does this gunshot sound like a lot like someone hammering a nail really fast? I don't know. You would have to ask the Foley artists who created all of the background or all the sound effects for the game. Also, for those who don't know, Foley is the it's kind of like the crunching as your boots walk on ground sound effect, or like gunshot sound effects, or the lightsaber sound effects. It's a lot of those background sort of noises, I think. Well, maybe not the lightsaber, but very similar. Alright, let's go ahead and just delete that unit there. I'm not going to use him anymore. The privateer, we're just going to delete him. So we have this great person. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and use him right now. And we have this great person. Well, create a great work. Alright, Seaport next. And we're working on telecommunications to get nuclear submarines. Alright, hopefully next turn we can finally attack bring it under our control. Uh-oh, Wu Zetian. The Chinese have entered the atomic era. Well, that's not good. Oh, look. The Germans are denouncing me again. Well, if there's anyone that we should definitely be nuking, it's probably China. Given that they've entered the atomic era and all that. But what are we going to do? What are we going to do about them? I'm not entirely sure, but... Alright. So, atomic bomb. Nuke mode. Attack the city. Pew! Kablamo. The first nuke has been dropped in history. Alright, it weakened them, but it didn't quite finish them off, so let's go ahead and drop another nuke over there. We're giving them the the Japan treatment. Pickle Mike, where are you? You should be enjoying this. Oh, can you only attack? Oh, I think the submarine can only attack. I don't think it has the ability to attack. Aw. Okay, I'm gonna cheat a little here. Going into the in-game editor. Cities and units. Paint units, and we are going to go ahead, go up to the modern era. We got destroyers, and we'll paint a destroyer right there, maybe? Oh, there we go. Had to right click instead of left click. Okay. Destroyer, you will not win in that battle. So we'll do a third nuke here. Is that going to be enough? Oh, still not enough. Come on. I shouldn't have to drop 4 nukes on one city here. Bah humbug. Well, I guess that's probably why I need to do battleships to go along with it. Because these atomic bombs are not as good as I would have hoped. And there's a whole bunch of fallout around here. Oops. I have irradiated the damn city. But at least now we can take it. Go, Destroyer! Attack! Yes, we got it. So we are just going to annex the city. We'll receive a minor warmonger penalty, but you know what? Oh well. Alright, so we got our free courthouse here. It eliminated the extra unhappiness. And then, let's see. I want to check something real quick under research. I don't think we have the ability to do it, though. Reveals the entire map. No, so we don't have the ability to do it in here. But what we can do with our in-game editor, we can go ahead and paint terrain. And let's see. Maybe. Or edit terrain. That's what we wanted to do. So delete the fallout. Maybe. Oh, none. No fallout. Cleaning the place up. No fallout. The mountain can have fallout. Grassland, river, oh wait. Nah. We'll get rid of the fallout there. Alright. And just like that, a little urban renewal. Got rid of all of the fallout around here. Aha. Alright. Much, much nicer. And... oh, I can't do it yet. Oh, because I don't have enough... I think it's mistaken saying I don't have enough gold to buy it. Oh well. Okay, Delhi, start work on that factory there. Mumbai, you are going to work on the recycling center. What do I want to do with you? If I remember correctly... oh, you don't have a monument? Well, let's give you a monument. And the carrier, we'll just bring him over here. Alright, so what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to spawn a worker here to start to rebuild everything. The whole population of the city has been completely wiped away. It's like the Death Star. The whole planet has been wiped away. Nah. Except not quite. And this will probably be the last turn that we do things for today. Next 2 days, we'll be doing more Sims 4. Continuing with the Apocalypse Challenge and all that. And hopefully finishing one of the careers in the Apocalypse Challenge within the next couple of days. I hope so anyways. Alright. Destroyer, let's have you fortify until healed. Fortify the carrier there for a while. We got a random bazooka unit. Might as well put them in to defend. And we'll go ahead and purchase a worker here. Let's see, what else could we purchase? So we're working on the monument. Let's do an aqueduct. That's going to help with growth. Can't quite afford anything else though. Okay, this is going to be the last turn, but we won't do anything on the start of the next turn. Also, surprisingly, no one's declared war on me after using those nukes. But I guess that's a good thing. Now, big question is, how are we going to get to hitting China before they can really field nukes? I'm not entirely sure, because they're on the far other side of the map. But we'll work on that in the next time that we return to Civilization 5 here. Omar asks, who would, newbie? Who would? And we got another unit from Belgrade? A bazooka unit. Bazooka Joe. Alright, another atomic bomb. Oh, don't do nuke mode. Cargo ship, continue your previous trade route. Okay, I said I wasn't going to do anything, so let's not do anything else. Alright folks, that's it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so you stay notified when I do my streams. And I will see you all next time.